Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 551, 551, 12 goes. Press, one strike. Go.
Fields going to throw right away. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so, putting the quarterback on the deck.
They get 7 there on the screen, and it's set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. The Jets at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
At the Bills' 43-yard line.
Here we go, Ty. Hey, Green 19, get that.
Off play action, Fields. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. A good pickup there at 22.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Here we go. You got a 19 windy. Right.
To throw is Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and you'll get them amped up as they go forward.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down. Harrison Beavis on for the field goal.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run here with a rookie from Washington. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And then nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go. Good. Tonight.
Now it's Fields. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Tonight.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here we go. 3-19, good night.
Fields now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 222. Go.
They'll try to run this one right up the gut. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Running left, it's Hall. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
331.
Here's Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Lose 58, set. Right.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go, son. 3-19.
Now Fields. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. And space tough to come by there as they give maybe a yard to the 37.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's when we normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a pass complete to Moore. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they wouldn't move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 9. In motion, the tight end. Allen going to get it quickly out to Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. The one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Byron Young forcing his way in there for the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Complete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Palmer going to go in motion left. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game. And now it brings up 4th down.
This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Back to throw, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 47-yard line.
Oh, let's go. Here we go, son.
Fields. Now we'll tuck this and run. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. If you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A final shot before half for Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. More dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Getting the ball is caught right left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here we go. Turbo front. All right.
Now Hall to start the drive. Across midfield. Brees Hall. And down to the 16-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them, that's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did, my bad. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Sit high. Sit high.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Allen now looks to throw. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Paul on a give up the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From midfield, here's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Round 80! Go!
On play action, Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Moore, the man in motion. Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. To the air. Allen. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The kick by Bass is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Here we go, son.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 5:51, 12 go. All right.
Going back in the midfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
At the 42-yard line.
Green 19, get up. All right.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Here's 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd
Here we go,
and
Scott.
7.
58, sit down. Go.
Now it's Fields. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. It really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Logan Hall breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now Allen. This one complete to Coleman. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he'll take it just outside the 40. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Here we go. Green 19, Green 19.
Option play, here's Hall. The 20, 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Allen. The right side here caught by Kincaid. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
To throw, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Don't jump.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And that will be incomplete as well. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when we saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's second down. Allen. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here we go. 1st and goal. Allen. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be our shoe-road. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
3:19, Jets attack.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Here we go. Tonight.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level.
Job well done by both sides. So for the Jets, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home